Okay, our session is on recording now. So tonight we are going to look at various roles involved in business analysis. We'll have a lot of roles. It's not only business analyst that is involved when we talk about business analysis. I'm talking about business analysis. We have a lot of roles involved. So we have roles like the core role is business analyst. We have business analysts. We have in business analysis, business analysts will have junior and senior business analysts. We'll have other roles like project manager is still part of business analysis. We have product owner. These are part of business analysis. We'll have a product manager, all of them, change manager. They are all part of business. So when you hear business analysis, it's not only business analyst that is involved in business analysis, have other roles involved. Yeah, but let's look at it from our notes. So yeah, I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Okay. Like I said, in the field of business analysis, various roles exist to ensure effective analysis, communication, and implementation of solutions to meet organizational need or stakeholders' need. So let's carefully look at all these roles, starting from BA, business analyst. These are the core role in business analysis and is very, very important. And what do they do? That's conventional business analyst. You do elicit, analyze, and document business requirement. What is elicit? Requirement gathering. You hear requirement gathering a lot. You are going to hear about requirement elicitation, requirement gathering, or data collection. They are the same thing. And this is the core responsibility of a business analyst. You are going to do all this. After gathering requirements, you need to analyze all the requirements. And you need to have a proper documentation of your requirement. You have to document your requirement in various ways. As a technical requirement, you have to document it as a business requirement, as a technical requirement. These are things you need to do. And we'll have other roles or other responsibilities like communication. Years when I was introducing business, I told you that it's a customer-facing role. Customer-facing role means that you don't sit at the back end. You're not a back ender. You're a front ender. You communicate a lot. So there will be communication between stakeholders and with different perspectives, different angles, different markets. You need to be scoring different markets, analyzing market trends, solution matching markets, problem solving. So these are the things. You can't do this in isolation. It involves a lot of communication. So you must have good communication skills. When I say communication skills, I didn't mean you must know how to speak Queen's English. Yeah, but it's good if you can speak good English. But you might not going to be working only in English speaking countries. You might have to work with a lot of people from China, a lot of people from India, a lot of people from Japan, a lot of people from different parts of Europe. You know, Spanish people, a lot of, so these are a lot of, so you must know how to communicate both using body language, any way you have to communicate very well. And you have to develop and maintain business process model. Most of the problems you are going to be solving is going to be process based. So you need to understand processes. Here, we call it those who are specializing in those areas, we call them process analysts. In business analysis there's a business analyst we call process analyst. So you must understand various processes. As this process to be processed, you need to understand them. You need to know how to document processes, model processes, call it process modeling. You need to know how to do that. Conduct feasibility studies and impact assessment. All these you need to have to do that. Ensure that solution meets need and requirement. So you need to know how to carry out thorough solutions evaluations and act as a liaison between business stakeholders and technical team. So here we have business leaders, and then these are the people where you gather requirement from. Then you have technical team. These are developers that are actually building the solution. What you do is you go to the stakeholders, you gather requirements, that's the business leaders, you gather requirements, you call it business requirement. You translate business requirements into technical requirement so that the developers can use it. And that's what you are going to be doing. That's your job as a business analyst. So, if you understand how to do this very well, you are going to get a good job. Yeah. B is, if you know what you are doing, you don't look for a job. Although we have a lot of people coming into business analysis, but so many people are not serious. So when you are serious, you get a job. That's my assurance for you. If you come to here in UK, if you see most of our brothers and sisters, young guys who are coming into this UK who are doing well, extremely well here in UK, 70% of them are BAs. You know, BAs. Have some of them are project managers, but BAs. Now, like we are now, business analysis is now known for mainly Black people, and a lot of them are Nigerians who are doing well in this area. So, and it's a career that I love so much, you know. I love it because it gives you another thinking faculty. You look at things differently from other people. When others are crying that things are hard, actually what we are seeing is a lot of opportunities. When people are running away from something, you want to be going there because you are seeing a lot of opportunities, gaps. How do you take advantage of these gaps? So that is your business analyst. That's the way you think. You don't think like a normal human being. Yeah. So then we have senior BAs, senior business analysts. From this business analyst, you grow to become senior business analyst. Like someone asking about Six Sigma, then by the time you become senior business analyst, you must have something like that Six Sigma. So responsibilities of a senior business analyst: you lead and mentor a team of business analysts. Provide strategic guidance on complex projects. Define and implement best practice in business analysis. Interface with senior management to align business analysis activities with organizational goals. Oversee the development and maintenance of business analysis documentation. In most cases, most workplaces, they always have senior BAs. Senior BAs provide direction for other BAs. All the validations, approvals, authorizations, you have to go through your senior BA, to validate your work. So they are just like supervising the main BAs. So they know everything the BAs are doing because we are now a senior BA, and they are sitting on so many projects, providing direction. When you have complex situation, they handle it. Then we have product owner. Is it a role in business analysis? Like product owner is a term from agile project management. So they represent the business and the end users in the development process. They prioritize and manage the product backlog, define and communicate product vision and goal, make decisions on features and functionalities based on business values, collaborate with development team to ensure deliverables meet business requirements. In most cases, you are going to find yourself as a business analyst. You are equally going to be working as a business analyst and as a product owner. Because company might not want to spend a lot of money on paying a business analyst and paying a product owner. So many startups, once you come there, you are going to be working in form of hybrid. When it's time to do the chores for business analysts, you do it. When it comes to product owner, you do it. But in some companies who are very big, they might want to have a distinct division of labor, where product owners, they will be there and business analysts will be there. So in a larger scope, they should stand on their own. Business analysts should be business analysts and product owner should be product owner. Then we have project managers. Yeah. We have project manager who work with business analysts in business analysis. Yeah. But another thing is that when we look at project manager and business analyst, we have done the comparison so many times, and we've come to agree that business analyst is more resourceful than a project manager. You know why I say this? By the time you handle 2 to 3 projects as a business analyst, you will even think better than a project manager. But so many project managers cannot do half of what business analyst does. So, in company I work, they refuse to have a project manager. They refuse. They have a lot of business analysts. As you are a business analyst, you are the project manager. They are not, they see you as a project manager. They feel that is paying project manager and paying business analyst differently is a double payment, believing that business analysts can do it. Whatever project manager can do, a business analyst can do it and even do it better because they have the technical knowledge more than the project manager. So most project managers I've worked with, they don't know anything about business. I have to teach them business analysis. And I equally know project management even more than so many of them. So business analysis or business analyst is a very big position. So if you know it very well, you can be a project manager as well. But in many cases, BAs, you work under project manager. And so many business analysts will graduate from business analysis to become a project manager. It happened that way as well. So the responsibilities of project manager: you plan, you execute, close project with defined scope, budget, and timeline. We've already finished our project management, so you know better than me in this area. You coordinate activities among various project stakeholders. You manage project risk and issues. You ensure that project deliverables align with business objectives. And you collaborate with business analysts to define project requirements. That's what you do. Okay. Here we equally have data analysts. Data analyst, which is still part of business analysis. Yeah. But these are three different roles: project manager, business analyst, and the data analyst. They are all different. Even product owner, they are all on their own. But a business analyst can work as all of them. You know, that's why you see me, I teach business analysis, I teach project management, I teach data analysis, I teach product ownership, I teach product management, because I know all these things very well. I cannot even say I have more knowledge of business analysis than, or more knowledge of project management than business analysis. No, but to be honest with you, I love working as a business analyst. Okay. Responsibilities of a data analyst. You analyze and interpret complex data sets. You create reports and visualization to support decision making. You collaborate with business analysts to incorporate data-driven insights into requirements. You ensure that data quality and integrity are maintained. You contribute to data-related strategies and policies. These are what you do. These people, they are very important, extremely important, because they help us to know whether we are okay or not. If you don't have a data analyst, you won't know whether you're okay or not. More especially big companies that have to do with large data sets. They cannot do without data analysts. How do they know they are progressing or not? Because data analysts, they will always be there working on the data, providing insights. Then you know, for instance, in an e-commerce environment, let's use sales data. They will be telling us that in this region, there is no progress in this region. They can say the sales in Lagos has not been very good. They can say this electronics has been the best-selling product we have here. They can say iPhone is no longer doing well in Nigeria. You see, everything I'm saying is not. So is not means problem. And once they say is not, this is not. iPhone is not going, iPhone has not been progressing in Nigeria market. iPhone has not been progressing very well in Lagos. What does that mean? Problem is within this product. And what happened is a signal that yes, business analysts come, we have problem. These people, their own is to give you insight, to tell you you are not well. go and seek medical, expertise. It is just like going to the laboratory. They will analyze and they will tell you that you are sick, your liver is not working well. Then it's up to you to go and look for specialists, a liver specialist, or you have malaria, or you have typhoid. They will diagnose and tell you how you are sick. So it's now the doctor that will understand the in-depth and then make recommendation for medication, that is solution. So BAs, data analysts are like that. That's why they work collaboratively with BAs. They have access to a lot of databases. So many times BAs might want to get some data from the database. They have to go through the data analyst to do that. So you see, but so many BAs are exceptionally good in data analysis. I want to make it very clear. Some people have been very confused about business requirements and data. Data analysis is different from requirement analysis. It's two different things. So when we talk about data, we'll talk about data sets. Requirements can be a situation. Requirements can be a feature, a particular feature you want in this application. Yeah, so BAs, we deal with requirement analysis. We analyze requirements. And data analysts, they analyze different data sets. Employee data sets, sales data sets, educational data set, financial data sets. These are a lot of things, all data sets. Okay, so that's what you do. So all these people, they work together. But one good thing is that a very good BA can do all this very well. Okay, we have system analysts. System analysts. Okay. When we come to business analysts, we have two types of business analysts. We have business, we call it business, in order to give it a very distinct name. We say business analyst. In most cases, you are not going to see the two business. You are just going to see business analyst. Once you hear business analyst, it means conventional business analyst that gather and analyze business requirements. Then we come to think of another business analyst called system analyst. Or you can use another name. That is the one you are going to be seeing very often when you are going to be looking for a job. It took me some time to really understand when I was beginning. So if you are, I don't want you to struggle like me. Technical business analysts are those people that do the design. They are the people that design the solution. In some cases, you find out that a business analyst, after gathering requirements and analyzing requirements, then they wear the vest of a technical business analyst and they start designing the requirements as well. But in some big organization, you as a conventional business analyst, that is business analyst, once you submit your business case, that is where your job ends. Another person stops from where you stop, and that is from the area of solution design. Somebody start designing the solution. So the responsibilities are analyze and design information system to meet business requirement. Collaborate with business analysts to translate business need. That is, business need means business requirement into technical solutions. Ensure that system requirements aligns with organizational goal and provide technical expertise during system development and implementation. So that is your role here. It's all about technicalities, solution design, converting the business requirement into technical requirement. That is, break it down into user stories and acceptance criteria. We call it product backlog. Then we have other roles like quality assurance. Quality assurance, you can equally call them tester. For their main name, the true name is quality assurance analyst. Call them QAs. They develop and execute test plans to ensure the quality of software solutions. Yeah, that's what they do. Plans. They start from planning, test plan, test scenarios, test cases. This is what they do. They create it from the inception, and when the solution is going to be tested, they are going to be the one that carry out the testing. They collaborate with business analysts to define acceptance criteria. They report and track defects and issue. What do we mean by defects? We mean, when we say defect, we talk about bugs, errors, code errors, technical defects. So this is what we call during testing. If the user story do not meet the acceptance criteria, automatically it becomes a bug or it becomes a defect. They contribute to the continuous improvement of development process and equally ensures that deliverables meet quality standard and user expectation. So this is what they do, carrying out tests. But like I said earlier, a business analyst can do this exceptionally very well. Let me tell you, you might not meet these people when you are good, because so many of us might, in our career, work for startup companies who might want to be saving money. So you might not meet them. What am I trying to say? You are going to be the testers here. And this is what you are going to be doing. But if you are lucky enough to get a job in Microsoft or get a job in Google or Facebook, they will always have quality assurance person for them. It's for sure. Then we'll have domain experts and subject matter experts. As you are growing, being part of a senior business analyst, when you're trying to become a senior business analyst, you are going to become a subject matter expert. You mean you are growing, you have expertise in different domains. You can be a domain expert in health solution. You can be a domain expert in a financial solution or financial market. You can be a domain expert in CRM systems, ERP systems, and so many of them. So you have technical knowledge about them. In some cases, before you become domain expert, you might have some certification. Like this Dynamics 365, let's say Dynamics 365 ERP, we have certification by Microsoft. We have certifications and other certification through Amazon Web Services. All these areas, if you pass this certificate, automatically you are a subject matter expert. But that doesn't mean that without subject being a certified business analyst or domain expert, you cannot be domain expert. Once you have a very good knowledge of that domain, like when I say domain, I mean environment, you're already a subject matter expert. And that's why I try to build you guys early. I'm taking you through ERP or CRM all the time. It's not because I don't have no other areas. There are so many projects I can plug you in, but these are core solutions that is being used in the market. So as a business analyst or as a fresher who is coming into the industry, I prefer these are things to expose you to. You start from these basics. Basics are basic enterprise solutions that is highly used, commonly used. Whether you are a rich company or small company, whether you are profitable or non-profitable, profit-oriented company, you must use them. Whether church, whether you're in schools, you must use this solution. And what are the solutions? CRM is a solution that every business uses solution. Why? Because every business have customers, even in the church. We, the parishioners, we are the customers of the church. If you go to schools, students are the customers. So every company, every organization, they have customers. So that's why CRM system is very essential, because almost everybody is using it in workplaces. Other things, other solutions is ERP. ERP is enterprise resource planning. Yeah. Every company have resource. What are their resources? Human resources. Every company have HR. They have people working for them. So they might want to know or want to learn or want a situation where they can manage their human resources very well. That's why if you go to every organization, they have HR. They have human resource department of human resource unit to manage, because that will have Facebook is people. If people working behind that company, once those people are gone, the company will collapse. All this who are saying AI is just like, they are human beings. They are human beings that are behind it, doing all these wonders. Human being. So every company requires that human resources management. Human resources is part of ERP system. Another big resources for an organization is money. Every company, every organization have something to do with money. Without money, they can't function. So money is a very big resource to the company. So it's part of the ERP system. So they look for systems that will help them to manage these resources, like human resources, financial resources, and that's it. So if I take you through this, I've done a lot of favor for you guys. In so many cases where you're going to be doing your boot camp, they will just ask you to create a website and you'll be rejoicing. Yes, but no company is going to call you to tell you to come and create a website for them. We've passed that stage, telling you the truth. They're telling you that you create a website, you are just no, you've not done anything, because website is so basic. Even children in nursery school now, primary school can create websites. But when we talk about complex applications like ERP, this one will start talking about enterprise subject matter expert, enterprise resources. So you provide in-depth knowledge of specific domain like ERP. Assist business analysts in understanding complex business processes. Collaborate with stakeholders to ensure business requirement aligns with industry standard and regulation, and advise on the best practice and potential challenges within the domain. So that is this is big companies who want to have specialization. You see them, they start creating niche like a subject matter expert. But we know that we as a business analyst, we are the subject matter expert. No other person. We are the subject matter expert. Yeah. Then we'll have change managers. Change managers, like I keep saying, is for big companies. They are the people that have special needs, called change managers. Change managers, because most projects are going to be working on is going to be a change. If you are implementing a CRM system for a company, means they have not had it before. So it's a new invention to that company. So it's a change. If you are migrating from one CRM system you feel is no longer working to a more sophisticated CRM system, it's still a change. Every process improvement is change. Changing from one stage to another stage is all change. So every project is a change. And because of that, company might say we need a dedicated change manager. Because every change comes with resistance. I told you yesterday about my resistance. Resistance when I was trying to bring about a change in a local council. I met stiff resistance. Every project you are going to see that project. You see federal government, they want to build one energy center in one location. The people of that area will start fighting federal government. Some of them are ignorance. They say, oh, you want to come and build this big power center here, so that one day the energy center will catch fire and kill all of them. And you see the youth will gang up. No way. This is ignorance. You see, you want to bring a change in a local council. You want to introduce one technology like biometric capture. They say, no, we don't want it. We've been doing this for even before they born your papa and they come here and want to introduce this. We don't want it. Who is this small boy? I have been in this company for 20 years. Even before you were born, even when you were still in primary school, I've already been a manager here. You can't come and tell me that what I've been doing for years is no longer. In short, the next thing you hear, all these Gen Zs, they don't have respect for elders. Because you want to bring about a change. All these things happen, and what the companies do, they say, okay, all this drama should stop. we are appointing a dedicated change manager. So the change manager will plan, implement strategies to manage organizational change. So whenever there is a project, they will be there. What they do, they do sensitization. They carry out training to sensitize people about the change. You know, I've been here when I was in this London. We renovated almost 20, no, it's more than 20, it's not more than 20 train stations. And it has to affect the community. It has to affect the traffic. It has to affect the noise pollution, a lot of things. Yeah, people can say, no, we don't want this. It's disturbing us. The noise is too much. So what do? We have to be visiting every household and be dropping flyers. We'll be dropping flyers. At times we'll be in the train station during the rush hours when people are coming back from work, or when people are going to be sharing them flyers. What is the flyers? We are sensitizing them. Like in 2 months' time or in 3 months' time, we are going to be starting renovation of this. These are the benefits we are going to get from this renovation. This train station is going to be closed. So while the station is closed, we are going to provide alternative bus routes. You know, you start sensitizing people, and start. So when the project starts, they already know they are not going to start fighting. You have sensitized them ahead of time before the big projects. Just like we are sensitizing our people during election. Before the election, we keep on sensitizing people. Go and register for your voters card. You know, some people will not go and register. So all these things we are doing is to sensitize them, to let them know the importance of voters card. And over the sensitization, you see a lot of people started coming out because of sensitization. So these are part of the things we collaborate to assess the impact of the changes. Like the train station, I mean, when we are closing, what are the impacts? How many train stations are we going to be closing during this renovation? How is it going to affect the community? Most communities, their commonest way of transport is through train. You close all the trains. How do you want them to survive? How can they go to work? How can they take their children to schools? So that is the impact. You analyze the impact. Well, after analyzing the impact, you equally create mitigating solutions. You develop communication and training plan to support the change initiative, just like I said. So the training plan, it might not just be bringing people in one and start training them about how to use Microsoft or Dynamics 365. Part of the training can be, or workshop can be, a town hall meeting. You can call a town hall meeting and start telling them about this initiative. You can equally print flyers. That is part of the training. Flyers, and be sharing it in community. Share the flyers. Everybody all the people that can make noises, that can revolt, rise up against the change, you sensitize them like 4 months before the actual change takes place. So by the time the change is coming, everybody is already sensitized, and they will even be helping out. So you will equally monitor and evaluate the effectiveness of change management activities, whether people are happy or people are buying it or people are revolting. That will decide whether you need to change your plan. So you can see, with all I've stated, it's not a very just easy task. You know, it's not easy. So, but so many of us BAs, this is what we do. We hire you as a business analyst and you'll be there doing the change manager job. So a business analyst, you can do that effectively well because you are the driver of change. You are the business, you bring about the whole change that is taking place. It's your brainchild. Every change, most changes coming in the organization, in the community, is born by a BA. BA will do a thorough thinking, thorough brainstorming, and come up with a very fantastic idea. You know, so somebody who knows about the change very well should be equally be able to have a mitigating plan to counter any rising group of people to challenge the change. Yeah, so we have another role called UX analyst. You can equally call it UX, UI. UX is user experience, and UI is user interface. You always see UX, UI analyst. So you mock up the solution that you are trying to bring about. It can be as a mock-up, it can be as a pilot phase. So you are going to create this mock-up or the pilot phase. This pilot phase, you can call it a proof of concept, or it can just be a mock-up. The mock-up will be a 3D picture that where you draw and then show exactly how the product is going to be. It can be a mobile phone. You capture the design, all the key screens, how they are going to look, so that you see the reaction of the people or the reaction of the stakeholders. Now, once they see it and they like it, you can go on and proceed to the main design. But if they see the mock-up and they say we don't like it, then you can stop from there. Or this is for them, so many of them will go out and test a solution to understand the feelings of the users of that solution, to make sure that that solution is designed in a way that users are not going to struggle to use that particular solution. Let me tell you, you see so many websites. Before you get meaningful information from that website, you will suffer. Everything is like the information is hidden. Like they don't want you to know the information. Why a website is for you to access information so easily. But some, you find out that they are kind of hiding the information. Why are they hiding the information? Why are they even setting up the website? It might be the work of poor US and US designers, you know. So responsibilities of UX UI design, or analysts who have focusing on optimizing the user experience and interface of a software. Yeah, it makes things easier for us. Customer first and mobile first. This is what it is today. Everything is now mobile first. So it must capture it in a mobile phone design, because most people are going to be using mobile to access this product. So mobile first, no longer laptop first or desktop first. Collaborate. Number two, you collaborate with business analysts to understand the user need and the requirement. Design the prototype and user interface. Conduct usability testing and gather user feedback. So you gotta conduct usability to see the way the users interact and use and see how they are struggling. So after using it, you get a feedback from there through survey to see how they are struggling and how you can improve on it. Some of them can be what we call A and B testing. You can create a two mock-up. One is A, one is B. You ask them to test this A, test B. Some people use A, some people use B. Different design, same product, different design. And you see the one they like most. Then whichever one, A or B, the customers like most, then you go on that, you go on with that one. Then the B, if the customers like B so much, then B will then come out as the main interface. And then the other one will become backup. But if A come out better, A will become the main. So these are what these people do. It's all about the user experience, promoting user experience, making sure we are happy. That's why you see to these days, any application you use, at the end of the day, they say, give us a review. You'll be prompted to give a review to know how you are feeling. Give either 3-star, 4-star, whichever star you want to give. So, these roles are often work together with another and collaborate among them is crucial for the success of business analyst effort within the organization, meaning that the business analysts need to work with all these roles mentioned. If you are not doing it yourself, then you have to work with all the people here collaboratively. You need to work with them. But like I said, in most cases, you are going to be the one doing them, not even collaborating with them. You are find yourself doing them. So business analysis is so vast. This is what you can do. So that is it. So this is where we are going to, these are key roles. Here we have 10 of them captured this evening. We'll have a UX UI designer or analyst, we'll have change manager, we have subject matter experts, we have quality assurance analyst or tester, we have system analyst or technical business analyst, and we'll have data analyst, we have project manager, we have product manager as well, we'll have senior business analyst and the business analyst. These are all the roles you are going to be seeing, and you must be able to fit into one of them or all of them. All right, so this is actually where we're bringing it to the end tonight, and yeah, so I hope it's not causing more confusion. Which one am I? Yes, to show you that you are claiming that there is no job. There are jobs. It's because you don't know. Now, you see how many roles we uncovered only in project management. Only project management. You see how many roles you can only work as one. Now, in business analysis alone, you see how many opportunities. If somebody is telling you there is no job, tell the person a lie. There is job, but people are not who are not trained in the right direction. So that's what we'll be praying for. The people who train us, let them guide us properly, because if we are being guided properly from the beginning, at this point, you spend 4 years in the university learning business analysis. Why would you come for bootcamp? By the time you are graduating, you don't already become a senior business analyst. As a BS, if you have BSc in business analysis, means you spent like 4 years a Nigerian factor, 4 years or 5 years studying business analysis. This is just this is the second class we're having, and you've learned a lot. Check out if you spend 4 years learning this, what will have become of you. Baba. All right. That's it. You have question? I'll be there. So I'm already here, not there. I'm here for you. So yeah. So thank you. This is where we are bringing it to the end for tonight. And yeah. So I want to say good night to everyone, and we are going to see you tomorrow again for another episode of this.
Good night, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night, Mr. Chow.
Good night. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night.
Good night.